Sometimes a movie becomes more than just entertainment. Sometimes it becomes a tribute to someone whom we lost over the past year, or someone who we know have unfortunately wouldn't see the last of things and will be their final production before their untimely passing. It becomes a tribute, a celebration, and a heartfelt goodbye to people who have known that person. In August of 2020, the entire Marvel community, including myself, was shocked by the tragic passing of actor Chadwick Boseman, who portrayed King T'Challa in the Black Panther. At this point, Marvel faced a really tough decision following the actor's passing. They can recast the role or just give him an emotional tribute. They chose the latter, and they've honored both the actor and the character. And that movie would lead into one of the most emotional Marvel movies I've ever reviewed and watched in my existence. What's going on, everybody, guys? My name is Nate, and on this 57th episode of The Road to Avengers Doomsday, we're taking a look at Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, a movie about grief, family, and legacy, and how moving forward can take some time after an unimaginable loss. So I'm really excited to break down this movie, and this is one of my personal favorite MCU movies of all time, post-Endgame. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show as I take a deep dive into Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. Making a sequel to the original Black Panther was never going to be a huge one, but following the passing of Chadwick Boseman, the challenge became a really greater one for everyone in Marvel, especially the production. Director Ryan Coogler had the entire cast tell a story while grieving the loss of their friend. Instead of pretending nothing happened, they embraced that emotion. The result is incredibly sincere. You could tell how everyone involved put their hearts in the movie, especially for the lead stars. The opening of Wakanda Forever is one of the emotional moments in the entire MCU. There's no opening fanfares. Marvel honors Chadwick Boseman with a silent tribute featuring clips of his time as T'Challa, as we see in the opening, the MCU logos. Even years later, it's still incredibly moving. For me, this is one of the best tributes Marvel has ever done. And I got really emotional when I saw this in my home theater. I'm just like, man, Marvel's really going out for this one. And so they did. With T'Challa gone, the story has moved to a new character in the spotlight. That has moved to Shuri, who is played once again by Lita Wright. In the previous Black Panther movie, Shuri has been known for her intelligence and humor, but here, all that has been taken away. She's forced to deal with the overwhelming grief and the loss of her brother. Her journey is one of the most strongest parts of the entire movie. Watching Shuri struggle with the loss while slowly discovering what leader she wants to become gives the movie an emotional core. And by the end, she truly earns her place as Wakanda's protector. There's one performance that really stands out for the entire movie, and that's Queen Ramonda, who is played once again by Angela Bassett. She delivers an emotional speech in the movie. Every scene feels really powerful, whether she's protecting Wakanda, confronting Shuri, or standing against world leaders. Bassett demands the screen. And I really like how the emotional she puts in. She does a great acting, and that's why she won an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actress. And to me, it was absolutely deserved. She deserves all the credit for every production she's done. Another huge addition in the MCU is the introduction to Namor, who is played brilliantly by actor Tenoch Huerta Mejia. Rather than adapting the Atlantis storyline from the comics, Marvel reimagines Namor's kingdom as Talokan, drawing inspiration from the Mesoamerican cultures. And I think this is a really brave, creative decision, how Marvel is embracing different cultures and bending the comics into real life stuff. It's just so great of how Marvel does it. Now, Namor isn't portrayed as a typical villain. Like Killmonger in the last movie, he believes he's protecting his people, and that what makes him understandable, even if you don't agree with his actions. And I gotta give props to the actor. He does great performance as Namor, and that's why he's one of the coolest new characters in Phase 4 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Can't wait to see him again in Avengers Doomsday along with the other characters. And not just him, but the supporting cast does really great performances. Laputa Nyong'o returns as Nikita, and she does like really great acting. Like when we see her again, she just knows of like what's happened, and I just like the performance she does. And not to mention, Dania Gorilla once again shines the light as Okoye, and I like her, the more action she's getting. It's just really great how like Marvel is like pushing the boundaries for the action sequences for this movie. I really love it a lot. Meanwhile, Winston Duke continues to both bring the humor and the heart as M'Baku. In my opinion, the scenes of him is really great. Like we got to see more great action from him. It's just really fantastic. The film also manages to introduce a brand new character, and that's Riri Williams, who is played by actress Dominique Throne, and she will later become the superhero Ironheart. Really great introduction for her, in my opinion. And she really does add the fresh energy while also helping expand the future of the MCU that I may do in a future video on our series. I really gotta appreciate Ryan Coogler's direction, and he's one of the best directors to do a specific project, in my opinion. He allows the characters to grieve, to heal, to argue, and grow, and that slower pace gives the emotional moments far more impact. And when the action finally shows up, it feels earned, and I just gotta give the props to everything he does. And the visuals are still top notch as well. The underwater kingdom of Talokan looks so beautiful, like combined with the culture, and like it just gives you that Mosaic Atlantis vibes, in my opinion. The costumes are fantastic, and the action's exciting. And composer Lading Gorousamanan. And the action is really fantastic of everything, especially the score and the music they select to that understands both grief and hope for the characters. Personally, I think Black Panther: Wakanda Forever is one of the best movies of Phase 4. It had a difficult production for what happened with Chadwick Boseman. However, this movie managed to push it through, and it just does so well paying tribute to a late actor. And it really honors Chadwick Boseman's legacy. And I think if he were alive, I think he would have really much enjoyed the movie, and especially the video I'm talking about right now. Bro does great performances, and I just still miss him to this day. And despite everything, I just enjoy everything it was shown in Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. I think it's a pretty great Marvel movie for me, and one of the best films out in post-Endgame. So why does this film matter to Road to Avengers Doomsday? As we are months away before Avengers Doomsday arrives, Wakanda Forever introduces form pieces for Marvel's future. The new Black Panther, Namor and Talokan, Riri Williams, and the continuing evolution of Wakanda. All these characters have important potential roles for future crossover films. In conclusion, Black Panther: Wakanda Forever succeeds because it understands grief is a part of life. Instead of replacing Chadwick Boseman, it celebrates his life. Ryan Coogler delivers one of Marvel's most heartfelt films. Lita Wright steps confidently to the spotlight. Angela Bassett gives an unforgettable performance. And Tolnak Hirata introduces a compelling new anti-hero in Namor. It's emotional, it's beautiful, and powerful. And a fitting tribute to one of the Marvel's greatest heroes. Behu, thank you guys for watching for my videos, and remember, if you like this video, make sure you give it a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss another video on my series. And what do you think of Black Panther: Wakanda Forever? Personally, I think it's really great. And I can't wait for the next video I'll do pretty soon on the Road to Avengers Doomsday. And I'll see you guys later. Have a good day. Remember, Wakanda Forever.